Test mic. Test mic. Test mic. Test mic. Test mic. Hey? Ah, got it already. Ayo, stupid. Hey, why delay? Why delay?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Ayo, stupid man. Why delay? Yo, delay. Test. I test another mic. Test. Need to put me on top. Only can hear my voice. Ada sound. Yeah, yo. Why? Need to stop the screen. Present. Share the screen. Okay. All right. So how about now? But why I can hear my sound? I can hear my own voice. After 5 seconds. Delay. Oh, I know. Because I know already. Because I opened the live. I opened the YouTube live, so that's why I can hear my own voice because of my YouTube. Yes, of my YouTube. I opened the YouTube and I'm watching myself. That's why the voice from there. Yeah. So I think there's no issue anymore, right? So maybe some Instagram. Let's try with the Instagram. Instagram. I switch. Try Instagram. Something. checking connection. Checking connection. Okay, so the link of the YouTube. Where's the link of the YouTube? Okay, view on YouTube. View on YouTube. So this is the link. I share. I copy. Then live on YouTube and IG. So this is the first link. Oh, I have the so complicated, man. Where did I share? Share. Hmm. IG only can search a new group. SND. SND group. Hello, anyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Yeah, David YC can hear my voice. Right now I have to open the IG, but the IG unable to send the Instagram. What's the problem again? IG, how to send the IG live to the others? Yo, TikTok is better. Ayo, complicated. Damn it. Like Cartoon Network trade. Tyson Lee, what Cartoon Network? Oh, do you miss the icon of the duck? The IG, cannot the IG. Yo. Oh, yo, I think the IG only is for followers. So you guys have to follow my IG, then only can go and take a look on my IG. So I understand. Discuss. All right, I know now. All right. So what should we do? What should we do? Take a look on the gold. So gold retest again to this zone. Right, retest again to this zone. So this zone actually is quite a strong zone. See how many rejection we have right here. One, this is a fresh H1 demand zone previously, but right now when we have the first touch, second touch, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right now is seventh. So actually previous we have the setup right here, but this setup has been failed. So just ignore it. So we can see right now the gold is doing the fake out. right? Fake out and sweep the liquidity right here. So based on the H4, based on the H4, this is the liquidity. So I know H4 definitely it will sweep the liquidity right here. So I do sell right one position here. I have one sell setup right here based on my book map. We found the setup of the stop loss hunting, right? So H4 looks like it's going to close with another bearish engulfing again. Cannot hear voice. Oh, voice again. That's my, that's my, that's my, that's my. Mm, can hear right? Why Juliet Fu said cannot? Sound check. So sounds no problem, right? All right. So if sound no problem, then take a look. What is the issue there? So this the so it's working. It's working. Right. So this is the H4. So mainly we have to monitor the H4. So actually I expect the H4 it will at least to go to this H4 supply. Go to this H4 supply, but end up it fails and back to this zone again. So for me, this zone actually is not fresh anymore, you know. This zone is not fresh anymore. But I don't think tonight it will break since the momentum right now has been slower. Has been slower. Yeah, today we have the waterfall. Do you know why or not? Do you know why or not? Can I show you the book map? I text, give it a try. I show you the book map. How to switch extra camera. Not show you the screen of the book map. Right? Can you see the book map? Can you see my book map here? Can you see my book map? So this is a book map. So as we can see, yeah. So today I have to move. Maybe I make it like that. Too big. Yeah. So there's a problem. Remove from stage. Yes, back to again. Yeah, it must show. All right, so I'm using this of the layout. So as you can see, the book map, right here, can you see my arrow, my mouse? So this is where the stop loss hunt today we have, right? We have 700 lots of the stop loss hunt right here. So that's why I've shot from this zone, you know. I shot from here, 1929 just now. Since we have the stop loss hunting and we have the high liquidity zone above right here. Can you see the orange? This zone, very high, is a long-term high liquidity zone. So that's why we shot from here, then you price all the way down, all the way down, right? So this is a signs or what we call the signal that we found through the book map. So back to the back to here, right? So when I check to go to the low time frame, check the low time frame M5. So M5 seems like we have a rejection, and I think the price will have the ranging all the way around here, all right, 1918 until the market close. If you check the weekly or maybe the daily candles. So the daily candles right here looks like it's going to close with inverted hammer, right? This is the inverted hammer we call. So this is from the weekly chart. Why it will react from here and unbreak, still right now still unable to break the zone right here is due to the previous, we have a rally based rally here, right? This is a daily support, or what we call the daily demand zone here. This is a whole daily demand zone. So the daily demand zone is unable to straight away break, so it might create some pullbacks from here. Usually I expect it will get some pullbacks until here at least, because in daily we have the imbalance here, right? This is the daily imbalance here. This is the daily imbalance, right? This is the daily imbalance here. But so far, the momentum, the buyer is not strong enough to push the price higher. And we have a strong seller is selling again right here. Right, this is another previous, our H4 bearish engulfing. So, and now again, it seems like I want to create another new bearish engulfing here. So the bearish momentum is still very strong. Hey, mana mouse, cannot see mouse. It's still very strong, right? We have still a very strong bearish momentum yet so far. Unable to see the mouse. The mouse. Yeah, why cannot see the mouse? Yeah, that's why this kind of YouTube very, very susah. I also don't know why. First time cannot see my mouse. Cannot see my mouse. Right, it's okay. My mouse is not important. My mouse is not important, right? Just look at here. Look at here. This is the previous bearish engulfing. So this is the H4 key level. This is the H4 key level while we have the pullbacks. This is a valid pullback right here. Then this is a low. This is a H4 lowest point. You see the H4 lower points. The lowest point is right here, 1915. So to valid the lower, the valid low right here, how to valid the low right here? The criteria is have to sweep the liquidity here. This is a valid pullback, so this is where you have to sweep the liquidity here. So that's why we have the goals sweep the liquidity here. Can you see? This is just have a shadow to sweep the liquidity right here and falls back down again to the support zone, to the demand zone as well. All right, this is the support, and our H1 demand zone is still in defense. And previously, why we can try to start to buy right here, when you take a look on the lower time frame, when you take a look on the lower time frame M15, the lower low is getting higher. You can see the lower low is getting higher or not. This is what we call the compression, in M15. This is a compression right here. Right? See, we have a low, then the price up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. We have the news, then up and down again. All right. So this is all the compression. End up this morning, we have the setup again from the boom map that we have the trap sell. Then the price push another new high. All right. Sweep all the liquidity here. then come again, stop hunting again. This is another stop loss hunting again. So I did a buy from here just now. I get a 50 pips. Then I run away. Then after that, we have another stop hunt the seller side, right? Those seller who sell right here. So yes, we have the big trader. They want to hunt again for the seller right here. So that's mean right here we have what we call the liquidity, right? So this is where the equal height, all right? This is where we have the equal height. If you remember previous, I thought before when we have the double top or triple top or double bottom, triple bottom, this is where the high liquidity located. So if you want to sell, don't sell same as the retail trader, all right? Sell higher, sell at where they are stop loss. So this is where we can entry, where their stop loss located at, right? With our big trader movement, then we continue follow the big trader to sell all the way. Let me see. So what we have the question here, we can see on trading view. Yes, just now the book map cannot see the mouse. All right, it's okay. The book map cannot see. So we can see now just not on the book map. Oh, I see. Hello, Asru Kyrie. Set a video resolution to better quality to see the mouse clearly. Your resolution might be lower. How to set higher the resolution? But I think from my side, it's okay lah. From my side, camera, no, maybe not camera high definition. Or maybe it's a YouTube problem. Right, so this is one of the zone where we can try to buy, right? We can try to buy. Since M15, we have the rejection candle here. M15, we have the rejection candle here, but so-called what we consider quite high risk. Later I check with the TP again. Set to 7 for clear view. 720p is set in the YouTube, right? Yeah, YouTube I open with the high quality 720. Hmm. 720. Buy, if you want to buy, just now this is a buy zone. This is the buy zone right here, 1917. So right now we are running 20 pips. So where is the TP? Where is the TP? All right, based on M15 right here. I go even the higher time frame, take a check. Oh, yo, M30. M30, we have a bullish engulfing here. Right, so we have few TP level based on M30. One will be 1921. 1921. Another one will be here, 1923.8. H1, H1 candle close quite nice. Can you see the H1 candle close? We have a strong rejection from the buyer. H1 candle close quite nice. We have a strong rejection from the buyer. So if based on the H1, This is where we can exit right here. Yeah, around 1924. Right, so maybe tonight we're still able to reach the price zone right here, 1924. So we have to see how it will goes, right? 1924 right here. Yeah, this is where the double maru. This is the H1 double maru, right? So this is where we can TP H1 double maru. H1 bar double maru for the M1 is a drop base drop in M1, right? This is the M1 drop base drop. This is the M1 drop base drop. If the price didn't break the support right here, so still can have a try, but quite a high risk for this setup. Quite a high risk. Just scalping by, right? Setting button advance and set the resolution presenter. No need to set watcher set. Yeah, watcher set. Hello, morning, my big fans. Hello, Augustine. Hello, Augustine. First try, today is my first try YouTube live. Just now we have a lot of a challenge. After fix the problem, then finally we have the audio. Just now totally don't have the audio. And has been try and take some video, take a look. At the end, we have the video because of the icon here. This is the profile that I must show. If I didn't show it up, it will not have any audio. Jensen Liu, is there a possibility to cross below 1915 to have a daily red candlestick? Daily 1915 to have a daily, yes, possible. So if daily it close below 1915 then this is what we call the drop base drop, right here. If daily close below 1915, yes, then we have a drop base drop. This is a daily drop base drop. So why the price it will stop right here, because this is the daily demand zone, right? This is the daily demand zone. This is the previous, we have a rally base rally. So this is the rally demand zone. So for this, since this is a daily demand zone, so the price mostly it will respect this zone, right? It will respect the daily demand zone since this is a major time frame. This is a major demand zone. Major demand zone is the what we call from the high time frame, right? Daily, weekly, or even monthly. So this is quite a strong zone. So for this zone, only we have two results. Either it comes with a drop base drop or drop base rally. Then if drop base rally, that means it rejected from the zone right here. It rejected from the zone. So if it rejected from the zone right here, then we will know where it wants to go next. Right? Where is the nearest petrol station? This is the question. Where is the nearest petrol station? If we take on the look, the nearest petrol station on daily time frame will be here. Remember, this is where we have the imbalance here. So that means if the price get a rejection from here, then mostly it will comes here and continue to find even lower or further the previous support here. Right, I expect the price it will test again this zone 1889. All right, it will test again for this zone. This is what I believe. All right, so this is for the gold. So buy from the H1 demand to 1924. Yeah, this is one of the possibility we have. Muhammad Yassin. So AUS, what is AUS? It's good you can make money from here. Yeah, today I have two setup done. I buy with 50 pips just now. I buy 50 pips TP from here to here. 50 pips from 1921 to 1926. Then when the price go even higher, I entry right here 1929, and I exit with another 50 pips 1924. So I already secure with 100 pips with two setup. So my trading plans will allow me to trade maximum two trade or two position a day. So today I already reached out my daily limit. This is my own daily limit, my own quota. All right, today quota already no more, right? No more quota for today. So I will continue again next week. UJ, all right, can no problem, can no problem. We take a look on the UJ. Yeah, market closing in another 4 hours. Yeah, since the market is going to close, so I don't think we have a strong movement again. Maybe it will ranging around here, all right, 1920 around this range. So if the price grows at around 1920 or 1925, around that, then take a look on the weekly candles. So what happens on our weekly candles? Right, so this is our weekly candles right here. So our weekly candle we have will be another inside bar. Right, this is the weekly candle. We have the inside bar. So this is this week result for the gold. Right, so we take a look on the UJ. Right, so UJ weekly candles. Can you see what happens on the weekly candles or not? UJ, we have a breaks of structure. We have another break of structure in low time frame. But when we look at the weekly, if this week candles, I think definitely it will close in bullish candles, a big bullish candles. Then we have a rally based rally, right? We have the rally based rally. So this is the weekly demand zone or not? This is a new weekly demand zone. So this is a very strong zone right here in weekly. So what we can expect in following weeks, the price it will continue goes up again. It will continue goes up again, even higher. Right? This is the UJ. Right? Since we have the signal and we have the setup from the weekly. And take a look on the daily. Daily also almost have to close with another bullish engulfing. Take a look right here. Right, we have another bullish engulfing right here. So from daily, we also have the bullish signal. So remember previous, I don't know how many of you have watched out my previous live TikTok. So this is previous setup that I share for the UJ when the price have the break of structure. Then this is the setup that I share. I said this is the demand zone, it will react. So yes, all right, we have the reaction from the H1. Right, so this is the setup right here. Yeah, we make the reaction from the H1 demand zone. You see, we make the reaction from here and get another new higher high. This is another new high by this week, right? This is another new high by this week. Then we have the break. Since this is not a fresh zone anymore, you have the break. Then sweep the liquidity below here, come with a shadow. Right, come with a shadow. So why this is the buy zone? Anyone know why this is the buy zone right here? Do you know what is this zone or not? This is also one of the zone. This is where we counter. Since previously we have the QM cell right here. Right, this is the QM cell. We have the high, low, higher high, lower low. Then the price going down and up. Supposedly we are trying to selling around here or even here. Right, around the QML or the MPL. This is where we have the last or the supply zone. All right, this is the previous supply zone. But end up it fails to hold, and we have the rally base ready to push the price. Break of structure again. So when the price came back, so this is how we can counter, This is how we can counter for the zone here, right? For the setup here. This is the previous fail setup. So we take a look, right? We take a look. So based on the H4, what we have here, this is where we have the imbalance here. You see, this is the H4 imbalance here. All right, so this is where we can entry. All right, this is the zone where we can entry. But beside that, even lower, we have another imbalance right here as well. Right, this is the UJ. We have another imbalance right here as well. This is a H4. So as you can see, the UJ it respect the lowest zone. If the lowest zone is your entry, then this will be the sharp sniper entry. So the price reject from here and go even higher. So this is what we call the QMM, right? This is the QMM setup. Since the sell setup we failed, so once it's break of structure, then we have to wait for the price to pull back to the previous where we sell. Right now have become the buy zone, right? The zone has been flipped from the sell zone to buy zone for the UJ right here. So this is where we can sell. So sorry, this is where we can buy. So this is where we can buy for the UJ. Where can we re-enter again for the UJ long, right? So we have to check again where we can re-enter again for the UJ long. So right here, this is not a fresh zone anymore, not a fresh zone anymore. So for me, I will take a look again through the daily. Daily, if close with another bullish engulfing, H4. All right, so I found something right here, H1. Right, I found something right here, H1. But this is, if you want to buy higher, this is quite a high risk if you want to buy high. H1, we have the setup here, low high, lower low, and we have the higher high. All right, so this is where we can try to buy. Right, this is where we can try to buy. When I take a look, this is also not a fresh zone, This is not also not a fresh zone. This is a H1. H1 previous, we have the engulfing here. This is the H1 demand zone here. Right, we have the H1 demand zone. But this is also not a fresh zone because has been mitigated. Look at the H1. It's touched before, This zone has been touched before. Then we have another new demand zone right here, also been touched and consumed. another new demand zone here. All right, so far this is the nearest demand zone, but this is not a good zone. This is not a good zone to buy, right? Because this is where we call it as compression, and too high. It will sweep the liquidity here, right? It will sweep the liquidity here. So the best will be this zone based on the QM. This is the QM level. So this is where we can try to buy, but very high risk, because it's too close with the resistance, the high right here. This is what we call we buy high, right? Buy high. So this is the high risk when we want to buy high. We have the 1 resistance, 2 resistance, 3 resistance. If this resistance still remain and unable to break, this is the H1 resistance, then it will go even lower again. It will go even lower again to take the petrol, right? You have to take the petrol again. So this is also the sweep, sweep liquidity. Then you have to go even lower again. Not a fresh zone. This is also not a fresh zone. All right. So the best zone we have here, should be here. This is the best zone. All right. If you want to buy, this is the quite a best zone we can use. Right. This is the H1 new and fresh demand zone. Can you see? And this is also where the last zone that break or structure. So this is the extreme one. Yeah, wait for the break and retest will be the safest. Yes. How to identify a fresh imbalance? Same. If you want to identify the fresh imbalance, also same. So this is not imbalance anymore because it has been filled up. So can you see right here? Can you see right here? This is also the imbalance right here. This is the H1 imbalance. So I delete. So this has been react. I delete. So for me, this all is not a good zone. Because when we take a look on the higher time frame, even the H4, this is the sweep liquidity here. This is the liquidity here. If you go even higher time frame and check, this is the liquidity that need to be swept. So if want to buy UJ, either this zone or this zone. Right, so maybe it will break again, even higher, then it will come down and push. It will get the fills from the petrol station here, right? From the petrol station here or here. Right, this is H1 demand zone. Right, only here or here. 2 point. So that's why you have to monitor, you have to monitor in lower time frame when the price reach out this zone, see whether it have any price action or the rejection from this zone or not. If didn't, then it will go even lower. Maybe right here, only it will come with some reaction. Only it will reject and continue the trend. This is very obvious, the uptrend, right? Still in uptrend. Aiming for 150. Wow, 150 even higher. Even higher. Yes, of course it will go even higher. But question, if we want to buy, where we want to buy, right? We have to minimize our risk and maximize our profit. So if you want to minimize the risk, this is where we should buy lower, right? Not buy higher. If you want to buy higher, it's no problem, right? You can buy higher. If buy high, somehow we will have a high risk. We will quite a very high risk here. So for me, normally I will wait for the sweep liquidity first. Once we have the sweep liquidity, then we have the setup, right? This is the inducement, right? This is the first valid pullback, or what we call the inducement here, right? The inducement has need to be taken right here. Right? I will call it as inducement, So this inducement has need to be taken, only we have the setup. So we have one verse, we will call it no inducement, no setup. Right, so remember this, no inducement, no setup. So this is the H4 inducement here. It has to sweep the liquidity here first, only we have the setup. Then only we look for the setup. So how the setup go? Then you can use the Fibonacci. Takes the low from the high. Right? If the price create another new higher high, then you have to mark with the highest of the level. So right here, we highest is right here. At the moment, the highest point is right here. So the equilibrium level, 50% is here. Right, it's here, 146.15. This is a 50% level, and we have a doji here. Can you see? This is a H4 doji here. So actually, this is also the first level that we can try to place or send our soldier, our small soldier, right here. This is a 50%. We have the H4 doji. Then come down, right? So below this is all the discounted zone. Right, all the discounted zone. Below 50%, this is all the discounted zone. Right, 50% and above, this is all the premium zone. Premium zone. So if you want to buy cheaper, then you have to choose 50% and below. Right, so this is one of the simplest tools that you can use. Right, for the beginner, this is where you can use the Fibonacci retracement as one of your trading tools. Right, once you have the inducement taken, sweep the liquidity, right? Inducement has been taken, then you can use this type of the setup. Look for your entry, right? The best entry will be 50% and below. So we have quite a big range here. 50% is 146.15. If 60% will be 145.75. Then the last 80% will be 145.18. So we have around difference 150 pips. The lowest will be here, 144.45. Right, so this is for the UJ. So where is our goal right now? Our goal 1920. 1920. Right, so far have any new question or not? Instantly send. Augustine, calm down, calm down. Don't kanjong. Means you must wait the Jap government pump JPY already. Yeah, the JPY is very weak. The JPY, these 2 years very weak all the way. Thank you, our extreme critic. Right, so that's all for the mapping today. So we continue to have a war next week. Right, so this week we have been done. So I have a first test on a trial on the YouTube live. So we see you again next week. Right, so thank you for your time. We continue again next day.